speak.
Somerset Island has become a much more dangerous place. You beware. What is it?
Blackwood isn't so bad. Flying and being lost all the time. And the zombies and will-o'-the-wisp.
Looks like a good place to set up camp. We finally got the camp set up here, east of the Imperial City, right on the shores of the bay. A great view. This will be our base of operations while we get our loot from the dungeons. Dungeon crawling is a very, very popular thing. So I got my companions and we headed out. It cost us a fortune. The tents at the Imperial City weren't cheap, especially the one I'm staying in. It's like a full house. Has a bathtub and a furnace and everything. Great place. This logbook will have the purpose of recording basically all the treasures we find and all the things we do here. So everyone who reads it will be able to relive the adventures we've seen here. This is only day one, but I can feel that there's a great adventure awaiting. So why not put it in a book? Just like my forefathers said. I've read all their books, all their adventures, read every one of them. So why can't I do the same? But perhaps I should tell you about myself. I am an Imperial, born and raised here in Cyrodiil. Most of my life was spent out at sea though. My family were basically pirates. Not the bad sort, of course, but that's how they made their living. They were never able to find wealth here on the mainland, so most of my childhood was spent on a ship. Soon the Legion and trading companies were after us. My family didn't want to pay the goods that they were trading. So, after returning to port one day, something terrible happened. I was split up with them sent to prison, me going to foster care. My life definitely took a turn for the worst after that. My teen years were basically spent not knowing what to do. Not having a figure in my life, I spent a lot of my time doing criminal activity. And of course, it got me nowhere but in jail myself. I spent plenty of time there. When I decided I'd best wake up and find something better to do. And here I am, adventuring out in the wild, ready to be slain by any giant beast or bandit in my way, or do some damage to them. Now, let me tell you about my companions. Vance was a very mad man when I first met him. He basically wanted to kill everything in sight. I met him in Coral, and he's been ready behind my back to help me out ever since. And my other companion. It was almost a mistake how I met him. His name is Ruintail. He's an Argonian. Keeps quiet, keeps to himself. Really has a lot of problems with him. And that's why I keep him around. Because sometimes the bad luck gets us somewhere further. It has in the past, and it should in the future. I met him when he was hiding, running from these people who were after him, ready to kill him. I tried to help him, give him all the support I could, and then I got in the middle of the fight. It's almost better for him that we're out here in the wilderness. It helps him calm himself down, helps him reassure that those people aren't going to come after him. And I doubt they're ever going to follow him into any crazy dungeons or alien ruins we're going to go into. But he's a good companion. He helps out with potions, one of his specialties. And he's also there, ready to fight, at a moment's notice. Both of them are. I'm glad they're here with me. And I hope we can meet some more friends to come with us along the way. We have plenty of extra tents here for extra companions. Another main reason I've come out here is to try to solve a few things that I've been trying to get rid of since the beginning. Like I said, the life of crime really made things hard for me. And urges have made me a different person than I should have. There comes a point when you just feel like you've had enough of everything, and you don't know how to change things, because they've been that bad for most of your entire life. That's how I feel most of the time. But even when things start looking up, there's one thing that I can never stop thinking about. Skooma. That has been most of my life for a very long time. I hate it, but at the same time I cannot get rid of it. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it, but then I am. Next thing you know, I'm blacking out of existence, not knowing what I'm doing. I wake up the next day in a mess. It's terrible, I know, but it will probably never stop. My companions don't know about it yet, but I think ruin is onto me. On the roads, I'm always mixing things up, and that's one of the side effects. And if they ever were to walk into the tent while one of my ordeals is going on, then things will get really bad. Hallucinations, making strange noises, and causing complete havoc is the least of the side effects that happen. If I was normal and I seen myself doing it, I'd probably make myself sick. I know the things that happen are insane and are unexplainable, but that's what these things do. Species like the Khajiits are the people who made this drug. They're so used to it, immune almost. But people like Nords and Imperials have a strange, very bad effect. But I can never get enough of it. It's a part of me now, in my blood. The only cure I can think of that might stop it is infinite gold, being very rich. And that's what we're going to try to achieve, doing these dungeon crawls. I can't say it's going to help though. Sometimes I'll fall asleep and forget about all these plans. But I look back at my companions and they're all ready to go, ready to do what I told them we were going to do in the long run. That's what will keep me going.